I am Steph Cannon. I am comic writer and creator, and obviously one half of InSymmetry Creations. I wanted to be a writer since I was about 10 years old, and decided finally at some point in my life that the stories that I had in my head, I was picturing as kind of comics. I got into comics late. I was like late teens, early 20s when I started reading comics. So I took about 6 months to learn how to write comic scripts and what it takes to create a comic, and started writing. And the comic that I mentioned, the one-page comic, was the first thing that I did that kind of got me, through Twitter and stuff, started getting people, I started getting to know people in the industry. And I have a couple of short comics in some anthologies, including Corvus Anthology, If Anthology. It came out on a Wednesday. And then That and I Met, which we told the story already. And now we are self-publishing our comics together.
So my name is Matt Knowles, as you know, comic writer, content creator. My background in content creation was being a musician. I was in an extreme metal band for many years that toiled in the underground, produced about 5 CDs, I think, were signed at a couple of smaller labels, the most fun of which was one out of Holland. We did one tour in Europe with Elevite when they were on their very first tour. Now they're, big worldwide stars in the folk metal world. That was where I started. I've done 12 years of PA announcing. I did everything from high school soccer to semi-pro soccer. I would be doing it this year if there wasn't COVID going on. I did 1 year at the professional level as well. But I got really burnt out on the music scene, and I completely stepped away for a while. And, I always had the urge to write, and I wanted to keep on going and keep on doing something, but I just didn't want to, jump back into the pool, so to speak. And when I started writing music again, I found myself going back to some of the old lyrics that I had that never got released, because the last album for my old band, we only released a couple of the songs, even though we had like 12 written. So there was a few songs here and there that had some lyrics that we wanted to kind of, repurpose and reuse. And the next thing you know, basically, I would say about half the songs that I had written had done that. And I felt like allegorically that was a good allegory for what steampunk is. Steampunk, you're taking these old things and, taking them and repurposing them and making them new and futuristic. So over time, that allegory turned into literal, which is where you have the steampunk look and the steampunk story that we have. And then that's how you have a metal album and a steampunk story. And then we kind of go from there.